The mic, go ahead.
Hello.
Hi.
While they're waiting,
Hello?
can we have a quick Jed Bartlett jacket on?
Uh,
Can you still do that?
I know what you. Can I do it
Can you
though?
still do the jacket?
Yeah. Well, you want to know about that? Okay. That's an opportunity. Okay, you want to know about the jacket?
Yeah.
The reason I did it is because I mentioned earlier, I don't want to draw any more attention to it, but I had a birth defect. I was born under very difficult circumstances, and they used a forceps and it smashed my left shoulder. So I have very limited use of my left hand. So the way I learned to use it was like that. You have to take advantage of your shortcomings. And what's
Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry.
Hello, sir. First of all, let me just say welcome to Dubai. I mean,
Thank you.
We won the Expo 2020 recently, so it is a prestigious time for us, and you being here from the West Wing. I am a big fan from the West Wing. And
Thank you very
if you
much.
don't mind, there's two questions, if I may ask really quickly. One is that you being the longest running TV president or television president out there, are there any particular traits you picked up from playing this role? Like from being president, like you have to study a certain presidents out there that, oh, I have to sit in a certain way, I have to speak in a certain way as an actor.
Oh, well, you know, that's an interesting question. That would only be the case if I played a real president. You know, like I did play John Kennedy once in a miniseries about his life, and so we had to be very specific. But Bartlett was a fictional character, and so I was free. And in a very real way, Bartlett was whoever I was at the time. But I have to qualify that just a little bit because Aaron Sorkin has a very strict discipline about actors in scripts that he's written, that you say exactly what he's written. And I would differ with him a lot in the early days of what time. And so I'd almost, I would bargain with him. I'd say, well, I'll give you 2 of yours and 3, but give me 1 of mine here. I said, okay. And after a while, I began to realize, okay, I can play this character, but when I was doing it my way, it was Martin. When I did it his way, it was Jed Bartlett. And so I finally came over to his side and realized that I was always in the corridor of that character if I stayed with his language. And so he was very patient with me in the first couple of episodes. You know, he knew I'd come around.
Really quick question.